ingenuity. In this episode, the race for electric cars, the fastest lap award, and a car made of wood. What if you had a camera mounted on the front of your car that warned you when you were getting too close to the car in front, or told you when you were drifting out of your lane?
You know, it's sort of a fact of life. There's more distractions than ever, whether it's texting, cell phone, eating in the car, having a conversation with other people in the car. And what we fortunately are being able to do now is bring technology that can offset some of the distraction.
Recently, at its proving grounds in central Michigan, General Motors showed off the latest in crash avoidance technology.
This system really works like the human eye in how we avoid crashing into objects every day. The system uses a high-resolution digital camera and combines that with state-of-the-art machine vision algorithms to estimate time to collision. This estimate is based on how the size of the vehicle and its characteristics change over time.
According to National Automotive Sampling, rear-end crashes account for nearly 20% of all vehicle collisions. GM camera-based forward collision alert and lane departure warning system is the first of its kind in the automotive industry.
So there are lots of reasons where you might look down and we get the lane departure warning alert and hopefully get you back in the lane safely. We're committed to providing protection before, during, and after the crash, but the goal should be to avoid the crash altogether. This technology is designed with that goal in mind.
Drivers have the ability to turn the alerts on and off, as well as set the forward collision warning distances. The 2014 GMC Terrain vehicles will offer this as standard technology. Technology is exploding across the globe, and corporations in North America are finding a serious lack of young, qualified engineers. So 15 universities, dozens of corporations, and the governments of Canada and the US have come together to sponsor a hands-on approach to learning called EcoCar.
EcoCar 2 is a great program for GM to be involved with because it gives the students the opportunity to experience a real-world development environment, a 3-year competition where they see the same kind of development life cycle we see at GM.
We are a series hybrid architecture, so that means we have both an electric motor to power the wheels and a small engine to power a generator.
EcoCar challenges students and faculty from large universities like Tennessee, Penn State, and Washington, as well as small schools like Embry-Riddle, Victoria, and Wayne State, to reduce the environmental impact of a Chevrolet Malibu donated by General Motors without compromising performance or consumer acceptability.
We want to see innovation in technology, and we want to see technology come out of it. But, you know, the main thing is making sure that we have students out there who are trained and able to step into the workforce.
So this is like a real-world engineering experience. In school, you don't get a lot of opportunity for hands-on. You might build something small. This is a car. We built it. We put the engine in, so you get to see all of this hands-on work, and you get to learn so much more than you'll learn in class.
This year's EcoCar winner is Ohio State, with their 50 miles per gallon gas equivalent performance, reducing vehicle emissions by 50%. These graduating students should have no trouble finding a job.
For Mercedes-Benz, Formula One is the perfect laboratory for developing state-of-the-art technology. The new rules call for major improvements in energy efficiency. Each car may now use just 100 kilograms of fuel per race, equivalent to around 130 litres, which means it must now deliver top performance on 1/3 less fuel. It is achieved with a downsized 1.6-litre turbo hybrid engine. The turbo uses exhaust gases to drive a compressor to push more air and therefore more oxygen into the engine. Together with high-pressure direct fuel injection, this makes combustion more efficient, more power using less fuel. Another challenge is increased heat in the more compact engine. Mercedes partner Petronas was integral to the development of the power unit and has created an oil that seems to reverse the laws of physics. As it heats up, Petronas Syntium gains in density instead of getting thinner, protecting the engine even under the greatest loads where other oils fail. The engine is boosted by a hybrid system made up of 2 electrical motor generators to recycle energy that would otherwise be lost. The MG UK delivers up to 160 horsepower for 33 seconds per lap, equivalent to a Mercedes C220 CDI. Connected to the braking system and acting as a generator, the MG UK can feed so much energy into the battery every lap that you could talk for 370 hours on your BlackBerry smartphone. The second motor generator unit, the MG UH, harvests the turbo energy. As a motor, it spins up the compressor to eliminate turbo lag, but it can also send energy directly to the other electric machine and vice versa for maximum efficiency. However, the main job for both electric machines is to deliver energy to the lithium-ion batteries. These must weigh between 20 and 25 kilograms. Low weight and constant charging and discharging are major challenges. At Mercedes, the development process produced new learnings for road car battery production. Overall, the new power unit is over 30% more energy efficient. So if you use this technology in your road car, it would cost you just €40 to fill your tank instead of €60, and you would enjoy more performance too. The PU106A hybrid power unit, state-of-the-art technology at the heart of the winning Mercedes F1 W05 hybrid race car.
Two Finnish institutions joined forces to present a prototype for the first ever wooden car at the Geneva Motor Show. The concept car is a futuristic look at what could be a street-legal vehicle, demonstrating the use of renewable biomaterials in the car industry.
So the concept of the wooden car derives from the idea that how to make a car more sustainable, and really starting from the design phase already and understanding the availability of different materials that one can use in order to create a sustainable car. And then in this particular case, we have started from scratch.
The prototype is built using UPM's Formi biocomposite and Grada thermoformable wood material.
This is a one way to demonstrate that how one can make cars more sustainable. So to substitute selected parts currently made out of fossil-based raw materials, making them from bio-based materials, and also then to run it with the biodiesel. We are seeing here a signal of intent. Definitely, we are not aiming for a serial production of this specific car, but definitely the materials used in this car are commercially available, and definitely the car producers can really, start to utilize their materials if they so will.
Despite moves in the car industry towards aluminium, Biofor's makers believe wood can make a comeback. Laminated wood and hemp fibers can replace fiberglass and plastics, they say.
Well, there's wood in different shapes and forms in this car. We have the dashboard and all the interior panels, they have this biocomposite plastic, which has wood fiber in it. This plastic has 30% per weight of wood in it. And of course, on the floor and in the door panels and in this center console, we have this UPM Grada wood material, which is 100% wood. The thing with wood is that it's renewable, it's really economically friendly, it's easy to process, it's good looking, it's warm, etc., etc. We have a long tradition in Finland.
Although the Biofor was presented as a concept car, the makers see a production future in it.
We have taken the safety into account to some level. We can't make any crash tests, and we have to have all the airbags and that kind of stuff removed because they have explosives in them.
Biofor's makers, then, are looking to the future.
We have plans to make this road legal and go through the process in Finland, so to get the plates, which you can see actually outside, and that means that we could drive it on the streets.
Air Force has a priority to recruit prototypes at the moment. So with the natural synergies with Formula One and Air Force's involvement that usually occurs around Melbourne Grand Prix, we decided to approach Red Bull and Daniel Ricciardo to see, to tell their stories about the synergies between what they do, the similarities in their jobs, and yeah, put on display and create a fairly impressive piece of work.
The aim today was to get a Formula One car in an F-18, put them on a track on the ground and in the air, and see how they went up against each other.
Massive production. We had a helicopter in the air, there were still photographers and video photographers all around the track. We believe it have a very positive effect on recruiting. Tie that link between Formula One and the fighter jets really tightly, and it hopefully open up this career opportunity to people who haven't considered it in the past.
My name is Lewis Hamilton and I'm a Formula 1 driver for Mercedes-AMG Petronas. The one thing that matters to me most is to work and engage with a great group of people and being able to rely on them. My dad had 4 jobs at one stage to keep us racing. When I was 8, he bought me a go-kart, a very, very old go-kart. He resprayed it and he rebuilt it to make it look like it was new. We won the first 6 races we did, and then we just kept going. We kept winning, we kept winning championships. The biggest moments in my F1 career were definitely getting my first win in Montreal. It was pretty incredible, and looking down and seeing my dad looking up and just really proud of me, it was pretty cool. To win a world championship, you have to have the best teamwork. You know, every time I'm there and I see the different guys in different departments just energized and just working as hard as they can, it inspires us to do our job even better. So it's all about having everyone with the same goal, pushing 110% all the way. That's really what life's about.
I was invited by Honda to test this first Type R test car in the Nordschleife, fantastic track. It was the first time for me in the circuit and in the car.
Racing is very important for Honda, obviously. And as you know, our founder, Mr. Soichiro Honda, said without racing there is no Honda.
The characteristic of the car is fantastic. I was really impressed from the power and the torque of the engine, but also from the setup.
Type R is about Honda's racing spirit, and it represents the passion for motorsports.
We started the WTCC program with that in mind. The purpose was to gain a lot of experience in developing a direct injection turbocharged engine, and that's we have in WTCC, and that has been a winning engine. And now this technology can be transferred to the new Type R, which will come on the market in 2015. So this car will be really born in racing. We can say really from race to road.
Because it was fantastic on the change of direction. Car is very pointed on front and it's very fast to change direction, and especially in the carousel. I love this corner. I saw many times on video and I want to try, and it was a great opportunity. This car is very close to my racing car, and you can feel really well the DNA of Type R.
Last season, 2013 season, was great. I mean, the first season involved with Honda, we won the title manufacturers, and it was great. I won personally 2 races, scoring triple position, and as a team we work very strong, and all together we achieved the title at the first attempt.
You can see, looking at the cars, obviously the Type R concept has a lot of inspiration from the WTCC car.
We designed the Civic Type R concept as a racing car for the road. The challenge was to put all the performance-related features into the car, but not making it look like it's a pure racing car. This is still a production car.
I am a lucky man because I drove this car in the Nürburgring. The power and the torque was very similar to WTCC, and also the handling. I mean, the car is very hard, like a racing car, but you have a very good feeling on changing direction, to attacking the curves, braking, gear shifts, everything, all package are very similar to WTCC car.
Racing is a big part of the Honda brand. It's part of our DNA. And if you look simply at our customers, Honda has probably one of the biggest share of customers with passion for racing. Why is that? Because I mean, they love technology, they love the challenge, they love the spirit of Honda going racing, and I mean, we go racing to train our engineers and because we like racing, and I think that's great to share that passion with your customers as well.
Well, you know, it's not as if you get any points for it, so in one way it's actually a bit of a game. But at the end of a race, I simply enjoy doing a faster lap.
Ja, eine schnellere Runde zu fahren.
Who is doing the best lap time? Who's the one having a perfect moment then? World champions, drivers of top teams, rookies, backmarkers, all of them can drive the fastest lap in a race. And that's the exciting thing about the DHL Fastest Lap Award for me.
The fastest lap is spectacular. It's tunnel vision, on the limit, everything is perfect, and it's a great feeling.
At the limit as always, because it's a fine line. You simply have to be very focused mentally as well, and to try at every corner to find the right braking point and meet the apex correctly. But it's all a matter of feel.
The ERS step that we have now is massively more complicated. It's worth a huge amount of lap time in comparison. It will make qualifying and race performance much more different because your state of charge and fuel consumption in qualifying will be optimized for lap time, whilst in the race you need to optimize it for running.
If you've got the time and the luxury, because you've paced things well up to then and your tyres still have a bit left, then you can simply see what's possible. Because at the end of the race, the car's nice and light. Yes, before it's time to go home again, it's sometimes simply nice to do a fast lap. And at the end of the year, there's a lovely trophy for it. And when everything goes as well as in recent years, it's naturally fantastic. We will leave you now with a look at the second round of the series of Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo, staged at Britain's historic F1 venue, Silverstone.